Hey guys, so Andy is 12 pounds and 1.5 ounces, so I didn't get yelled at, which is awesome. Poor thing, she's teething right now, so I had to put her to bed early. She was like crying and I felt so bad because there was nothing I could do for her. I was like giving her teething rings and she'd chew on them until they so before it thawed, they thawed out. So then she didn't want them anymore. And, yeah, then she eventually just cried herself to sleep. I felt so bad. I was using Orajel, but then one of my friends, yelled at me, and they were like, don't use that, it slows down the amount of oxygen that goes to her brain. And I, panicked and, threw it away immediately. I was like, I don't want to be giving that to my kid. What else? I ended up going to my friend Ashley's to work out. She made it seem like it wasn't going to be this big deal. We did this thing, I think it was called Turbo. For some reason I can't remember what it was called. And it killed me. I died. I had to stop a few times, and by the time we were finished, I felt like I was going to throw up. It's really upsetting, because since I just got out of the Air Force in May, so I was used to doing PT and running all the time and doing push-ups and shit, and the cardio video is only a half an hour long. About 10 minutes into it, and even my 4-month-old daughter was chuckling at me how much agony I was in. And then we did strength training circuit thingy majiggers afterwards, and that equally sucked. Yeah, so if you ever want a good cardio workout, I want to say Turbo Fire, but I feel like I'm thinking about something. I don't know. Turbo something. It's 3 crazy ladies on a stage hopping around and punching shit and demanding lots of energy. And it's she knows that you're not trying hard. She's like, are you down low enough? And I was like, no, I'm sorry. Oh, it was stupid. Oh, and my little rant for today. This girl that I was, as soon as Stuart deployed, we were hanging out for a little bit, and then her dog finally got to come out here. When you PCS overseas, your animals have to go through quarantine and stuff before they're allowed in the country that you're moving to. And hers had finally just been cleared, her dog, to get here. And she didn't know how to get to the airport because it's at the bottom of the island, and she was really stressed out about it and everything. So she asked me to go with her, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I got this. Andy was only 2 months old at the time, 2.5 months old. She was still really little. I was still breastfeeding at the time. Stress hadn't killed me yet. And it ended up being an entire day ordeal. My friend started crying, and I ended up doing all of the driving while trying to take care of my infant, and it was a disaster. It was horrible. But me being the nice person I am, I just brushed it all off, let it go, and everything was all honky-dory. And then after that, we didn't really hang out anymore. Not my doing. She just stopped talking to me, which is whatever. We're all adults. Shit happens. You gotta take care of stuff. But then, this was back in beginning of October, and I hadn't heard from her since. And then today, it was raining all day, and I was out running errands. I did that horrible workout, and I was just tired. And Andy was cranky because she was teething, and this broad hits me up and asks me to do something for her that involved me not just leaving my house, but driving a good 45 minutes away from where I live. So I've been an hour and a half of just driving to go take care of this for her, and I was so angry because I just, if she she was still, like, hanging out with me and we were still, like, talking all the time, then, yeah, I'm the first person who would drop whatever I was doing to go help out a friend, but I can't really call that a friend. So yeah, moral of the story, don't ask people for shit if you don't give them the time of day. It's just rude, and it's absurd, and irritating, and not fair, because then sometimes, like today, I felt like an asshole for saying no, but, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but I am. Yeah, I was really angry about it for a good while there. Really angry. Yeah, and I don't really know what my hair's doing. It got rained on, because, I had to go check my mail. The mail here is, like, P.O. boxes of sorts. It's all on base. Like, I live off base in town, and I have to drive all the way on base. And, of course, the post office is, like, in the middle. The very middle of the base, so it takes me, it depends on traffic, but since it was raining, all the local nationals were driving like crazy assholes, because they get all excited, because if you get into a car accident, well, if they get into a car accident with an American, and JP, or Japanese police, when they show up, it's automatically the American's fault. Because in their eyes, if we weren't here, the accident wouldn't have happened. Which is stupid. And that's another thing that makes me so mad, is that the Okinawans are so anti-American, especially right now. Like I said before, how we've been fucking up all their shit with drunk incidences, but I can't even tell you how many times that shit's been stolen out of my car. Like, my husband, before I moved here, my husband was here for 6 months before I got here. He was drunk and went to unlock the door with his key, and he broke it, and now it's just a pain in the ass to lock the doors. So, I don't bother with it. I just let it go. And, we learned our lesson at our old apartment, because he forgot his wallet in the car. He normally never leaves it in the car. He just forgot it after work one day. And he had half of our rent money in his wallet, which was 45,000 yen, which is, I want to say it's like $600. And it was stolen. Like, they took his entire wallet. And then, like, the next day, we got a call from security force, and they're like, oh, hey, someone found your wallet, and they turned it in. We're, like, all excited, so we went, to the gate to get it, and, all it was the removable ID flap, and what they had done was they left his military ID in it, put his driver's license in there, and his debit card, and they kept the rest of it. And, I mean, I guess we should be thankful that they at least gave that back, because if he lost his military ID, he would have gotten in trouble, and I had, like, already canceled his card at that point, but luckily my bank does, like, if you find it within 24 hours, you can just turn it back on, and it's no big deal. So, like, that was fine, but luckily I was still in at the time, so the money didn't really matter. We were still able to pay our rent and everything. And they, like, whenever you go through, like, on the toll road, you need yen, and you always get change, so you just plunk it in your ashtray. Because most of their money here is coins. And they would always empty out my ashtray and just steal all my money. And, like, one time, I guess they almost got caught because they stole my entire ashtray. Yeah. I was kind of pissed. I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with my change now? And then, I want to say, like, before that, like, like a month ago, I forgot my purse in the car, like a big, dumb idiot, and I went down there. They didn't take my IDs, or my wallet, or my card, or anything, but they did take all my fucking cash, and all of my yen coins, and I was kind of irritated. Like, they took a $20 bill, they left me a $1 bill. They left all my American coins, because we can use American dollars in some establishments off base and in all the places on base. But we had a 2,000 yen bill, and for some reason Japanese people don't like giving them to Americans, so we were all like, oh, we have one. And I had it hidden in my wallet, and the fucker like dug through my wallet and found it and took it. And I haven't told my husband yet. He's gonna kill me because he had me hold on to it so he wouldn't lose it. Sorry, babe, if you see this. So that pissed me off. And then like last week, I got in my car to go on base to check the mail, and they had rummaged through everything. I mean, like all the papers in my glove box were ripped out. They even dumped out my daughter's diaper bag and like went through there. All the money was gone out of my ashtray, and I was a little bit more than perturbed. On the brink of being livid, I would say. And I'm friends with an OSI agent, which is, like, if you watch the show NCIS, that's just the Air Force version. And I was like, what the fuck? And he just told me that I just need to stop leaving my shit in the car. And I was like, what? I shouldn't have to fucking worry about it, because there's no guns allowed on this island. So the crime rate is really low. It's really just petty theft. But this petty theft is really, really aggravating. Like, maybe one day I'm driving and I decide that today is going to be my cheat day from my diet and I want to go to McDonald's. Now granted, McDonald's here sucks because it's all weird Japanese shit. But if I want McDonald's and all my yen is missing out of my ashtray, well, there goes that idea. It's really aggravating. Anyway, sorry. Totally got sidetracked. So back to my original story. So yeah, we're not the only ones fucking up here. The locals fuck with us as much as we fuck with them. And a lot of local nationals are employed on base. Not just Kadena, all of the bases. And I mean, there's a shit ton of marine bases, and this is a tiny island. I don't even know where half of the marine bases are on here, because there's just so many. But yeah, we provide a lot of jobs for these people, and I mean, if we packed up and left, they'd be screwed. Like, and we also provide most of their business, because all the Americans that come out here are like, yeah, let's embrace the Japanese culture. So that's all of the restaurants, a lot of the bars. Like, there's they call it Gate 2 Street, because we have Gate 2 is just a whole strip of bars. They would lose a lot of business, and so I understand their frustrations, but at the same time, it's very misplaced. This island is full of controversies and stupidity and annoyances. Really miss America. I miss being in a country where everyone speaks the same language. Like, even if we were stationed in England, I'd at least be somewhat okay. I mean, because their slang is very different. Like, my one friend told me my hair looked pang, like P-E-N-G. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, it means, pretty, good. I was like, well, thanks. Thanks for filling me in on that one. But yeah, so that's my rant. I had to pay bills today. I hate paying bills. They make me feel so grown up. Kind of like Peter Pan. I don't want to grow up. But yeah. Oh yeah, it's Friday night, and I thought it was Thursday night, and then all my friends were posting on Facebook about how they were going to get drunk and shit, and I was like, don't you all have work tomorrow? And I was like, oh. Being a mom without my husband here, I have no idea what goes on when. Frequently forget what day it is, which is bad for when we have, like, doctor's appointments. Always terrified that I'm going to miss it. I have to, like, set an alarm for, like, an hour before, so that way I know that's when I have to get ready to leave my house. Anywho, I'll stop rambling now. So I hope everyone that's on this side of the world is enjoying their night, and I hope everyone in the States, their Friday doesn't suck too bad. And enjoy your Friday night, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Remember to smile. Life's not not always bad. Things do pass, things do happen, and life goes on.